We're out at the Fantasy Island trailhead, probably about a mile from my house. This is not too far out. We are chasing rain today. Trying out the frog togs, which excuse me a moment. Sorry about that. Frog togs wanted to test out, make sure they're gonna keep me dry. They're a good choice. How durable they are in this environment. This trail we're on is a biking trail. And not necessarily a hiking trail. As it's very near the neighborhood, it's easy for people to come out and hike this trail. It's flat, and one of the reasons I'm out on it today, it is raining all around us. A10 warthog. Get wet, I hope. It was raining a few minutes ago. It's called the Bunny Loop Trail. Go out a few miles and come back. I don't know. Get in 3 to 4, maybe 5 miles. I'm not sure. I was hoping since it was raining there wouldn't be too many people out here. That does not seem to be the case. There's a couple of trails that go off of this. The Snake Dance Trail, the Bunnies Revenge. They are all easy, flat trails. Nothing to be concerned about. Like I said, our purpose out today is to get wet. Currently sprinkling. So a nice rain just blew through. And out here in the desert, that's one of the things. Apparently this is going to be a theme along the trail. Bunnies stuck to the cactuses. So wrong. Bought my frog togs, I don't know, extra large, I think. I'd have to check. And the reason for that is it's an overlayer, which means you got underlayers. I wanted it big enough to cover over my puppy, if I had my puppy on, if it was cold and wet. Just dead bunnies all over the place. Oh my god. And I'm happy to say that it not only has plenty of room for my puffy jacket to be on and over the top of that, but it also has enough room to be over my chest pack that I bought. So that's good, because that's where all my electronics ride. My camelback's exposed to the rain, my day backpack, and I'm not too worried about that. Everything that's in there is in dry bags or Ziploc bags, 1, and 2, I've done the extra mile and coated it in a waterproof spray that should help it shed off any. My plan today was to go up to Molina Basin and hike up to the prison camp and back. Would have been about a 5-6 mile hike. But when I got up this morning, the rain hadn't rolled in yet, and the whole purpose was to get wet. So I've been hanging out at the house out on the back patio, waiting for the clouds to roll in. And the sun finally went away. Got some cloud cover, and as you can see, we're pretty much gray. There's a little spot of rain along the rincons. There's rain which is probably turning to snow up in the Catalinas. I am hoping next weekend to go up to the Catalinas and test out my gear in the snow. So right now, my hood's down. Sorry about that. Bling that up. So right now I've noticed it's a light sprinkle, and I've noticed that I might want to consider something to cover my face. Which, if I think about the gear that I already have, bandanas I could do that with. Sorry. A little heads up might be in order. Thanks. Dicks on bikes. So, like I said, this is primarily a biking trail, but it is also a hiking trail. So, and I should have stayed in the center of the trail and made it go around. Risk his tires and cacti. Alrighty, well, we're out here, we're in it. If we really get some rain, I'll get you back on here. Talk to you all in a bit. That's a nice trail, pretty trail. You can hear that occasional popping. I think that's the airport. You might have a shooting range out there. A gun range. So the idea of being out on this trail, it's nice and flat. If it does start coming down like crazy, we don't have to worry about getting caught in a flash flood. And it's breezy out here. See the breeze, the brush bottom, even the wind. The thing that I noticed about the frog tower is not only acting to keep the water off me, but it's also acting as a nice wind break. And I don't have a puppy on today. Just got too thin legs. Since I've moved it now, we can get that cold. There's something to eat a bunny on the rocks. Maybe one of these days I will bring my mountain bike back here. Strap the camera to it. Get you guys on the ride. So I mapped out a couple of trails to take today, because we were forecast a 40% chance of rain. And one was the Molina Basin Trail up to the Gordon Habayashi prison camp. And then the other trail was Soldier Trail up to the General Hitchcock camp. And when I looked like a nice trail. And then I looked at the elevation gain on it and went, do I want to be gaining 2,000 feet in the rain? And I decided no, that's not how I want to spend my weekend. Passed on Soldier Trail for now. That'll be a hike later on this year. And then the Molina Basin hike, which would have been nice. I think I've done that twice. And failed both times. The first time I took a heavy pack out and just wasn't able to complete the hike. It was just crushing me. And it's an easy hike. I was just crushed that day. So I did the equivalent of a point-to-point hike on that one particular hike, but it wasn't the out and back that I had planned to do. And the second time I went out, we got almost to the prison camp, and it was in the monsoon season. And, we started getting some heavy lightning strikes around me when I am exposed and out in the open. So I decided to be safer to not walk into that, but turn around and head back. So, got the Molina Basin hike to accomplish, get it under my belt, get it done. There's an Italian trap hike that will take me up to Molina Basin. It is a bit too far to make it a out and back, I think. I'll have to double check on that. But clover coming on up there. Yeah, I think it's a bit too far for an out and back in one day. And I'm not sure how I'm going to pull that out because Italian Trap is out in the middle of nowhere. It's a section of the Arizona Trail. And there is Reddington Pass, Reddington Road that goes out to it. But by the time you get to that point, Reddington Road, I believe you're on a four-wheel drive dirt road out in the middle of nowhere. And I'm not too sure about the level of vehicle safety out in the middle of the desert. Might have to, I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Not as far as the hike, but as logistics is. I'm going to get out to Italian Trap, walk up to Molina Basin, come back to Italian Trap, and then how to get home. If my vehicle could be safe out there, that would be very cool. Not fun. Well, it is sprinkling lightly. No sign of any rain coming my way anytime soon. Which is, weather. Large expanses out here. Mountains that throw clouds up and the rain comes down. And then these wide basins where you basically see straight up. You're basically in the donut hole. All the way around. Dry. Appears to be the case right now. It could change. Like I said, it's a 40% chance of rain today. That means on 10 days where the conditions were exactly like this, it rained on 4 of them. Around Tucson, we like to joke and say that means it's going to rain on 40% of Tucson. Just not where you are. Time to cut you guys off. Get back to hiking this lovely little trail. And wait for it. Like y'all do. So out here you'll see a lot of these little trails that come off the main bunny trail. This is open range, and before they started building this housing development over here, there was a cattle pen down that way where the 4 cows that they put out here so that they could call it open range and not pay any taxes on it. Had a pen down there that they would bring them in or load them out on, and this is one of the cow trails. New housing development right over there. Water treatment plant that's been here forever. Right there. New housing development over here. Black ants. Desert duck. Pink bunny ears. And some saguaro that's just having a good old show you a forest over here. I noticed in the last, I don't know, mile, there was a lot of open spaces, a lot of clover, not near any cactus at all. Might be a nice place to throw a tent. Wondering if you're allowed to camp out here, or if anyone would even notice that you were out here. I think we're either at the top of the loop, soon to turn back, or we turn back. I think we're at the top of the loop. By the way, this trail is on Onyx. You will not need Onyx to navigate it. This trail here to the right will take you out to the road over here, and we are heading back on our loop. In the desert. Starting to have to put my thinking cap on for you guys to figure out trails to go on, how to put them together. There was a bunch of trails out by the Yetman that we could come in from a different direction and make different loop trails out there to hike on. There are some peaks that are out there that I guess should be climbed, and of course about Catalina, we haven't been up to Window Rock, we haven't been to Thimble Peak, and been to Kimball Peak. And there's some trails up there that are just very short, like 1 mile point to point, so a 2-mile walk. I don't know if I'll take you guys on those trails. Was talking to a patient, and she told me about a nature conservancy trail that I needed to go check out. I have to put my thinking cap on, try and remember where that was. Excuse me. I can't tell you how good it smells out here right now. All these creosote bush have opened up and letting their fragrance off, which is a very fresh, clean scent. It smells like rain. When you smell these creosote bushes, it smells like rain. So apparently there's something called the Connector Trail and the Lone Cactus Trail. I think those wander out to the road. The next road up here is I'm going to say Escalante, but I always get Irvington and Escalante confused. But it's the next main road. And we're on our way back, hopping down the bunny trail. I've been daydreaming as I'm walking and thinking, how cool would it be for a bunch of adults to boil up some eggs, color them, and stash them along this trail, and on Easter turn their kids loose. Maybe one of the smaller loops like the Bunny Revenge. But they're older kids. Put them on their little BMX and bikes and that heads along the trail. Have them ride out here together. Cactus Trail. We're going down the road. Alright, and it's starting to rain. I'll check back with you guys. See if you can find a nice place to there. Around that clover. Back off over here. Gonna have to check into that. So we're getting a good sprinkle again. Actually a rain. Wind blowing, we're walking straight into it. So that's fun. My frog togs did come with pants. I'm not going to put them on because I haven't got that far to go to my car. And then I'm heading home, so no sense in breaking those out, putting them on. But I think if I was out on the trail and it was like this, I would definitely put them on to stay dry so I don't get wet and cold. Kind of hoping for a downpour. There was one coming at us, but it blew off to our left, unfortunately. And as I was walking here in the rain and thinking about, oh, what am I going to get to cover my face? I've got a gaiter. I got a neck gaiter I can put on. It'll be just fine to cover my nose and my mouth. I wonder if they drive like that. Pull up behind somebody, don't honk, don't let them know they're there. It's like they think you can hear when they speak up on the podcast. Swore I was going to pop the next one and did that in the face, and that was a mother that. So. No adult supervision there. No lessons learned. There's a bunny face first into a cactus. Not fun. Rather than being polite and stepping aside, I'm going to hold my ground so I can go around. I mean, I do have one, so won't get too bad. Getting a pretty good rain now. I'm feeling pretty comfortable about the frog tog as a rain protection. They say they're pretty feeble when it comes to abuse. But I'm just thinking, you know, if you're walking into stuff out on the Arizona Trail, you're not paying attention. I may live to regret those words, but there's always duck tape. Alright, looks like we are coming up on the barbed wire fence. This would be fence line to the property next to us, which Air Force, I believe. There is a path right here. We'll get back on the bunny trail here in a minute. I'm gonna walk over and see what this is about. This must be the mama's path or a runner's path or something. Down to the road and back. The Air Force always used to come out here. Yeah, the Air Force. It's Air Force installation unlawful to enter without permission of the installation commander. And it's patrolled by military working dog team. Yeah, cool. You'd think the Air Force boys would have patrol falcons or something. But they, during my years out here, they would hold training out in the desert out here, communications, things like that. And when I was into paintball, I always thought about, you know, to get our guys up and go to the base commander and say, let us attack your guys. And I just think that would be funny to take an Air Force installation out in the desert and catch them unaware, just to teach them that you can never be safe, that you can never think you're safe, that you always got to be prepared and ready. The only downside of that is they might have had live weapons, but we'd be covering them with paintballs. I haven't used my paintball here for a decade or so. Probably get it out, clean it up. Not that I don't keep my gear, and put it out on the market and sell it. Let up a little bit, unfortunately, but if it comes back on, I'll turn you guys back on and let you know. Isn't that cholla beautiful? That's a beautiful color on that cholla. Alright, talk to you in a bit. Well, we are back at the trailhead. On a rainy day in Tucson, Arizona. ZT 63. Thank y'all for